Questions and answers, call in here on the Coaching Corner. Number to call, 877-895-4414. Or you can always shoot us an email if you have a question. Be glad to help you out if I can. And that is theactorsworkshop@cox.net. We'll take care of you, all right? Get right to our first call. We have Kristen in Redondo Beach. You're up.
I'm new to LA, and I'm also relatively new to acting. And what I've been doing is going around to different classes and auditing. And I'm finding that they're all so different. But the one thing they do all have in common is that they're all really expensive. And I don't want to throw my money away. I can't afford to throw my money away. And I was just wondering, are there like some basic guidelines of things I should be looking for when I'm trying to choose a school of where I should be studying?
Well, the first thing you have to consider is common sense. When you watch the work of the students, are they real? Are they believable? Does the direction of the acting coach seem to be supportive? Or are they condescending? Are they screaming and yelling? That you want to stay away from. The next thing you want to look for is a month-to-month workshop where you only have a commitment for 1 month, 30 days. Then if it doesn't work out for you and it doesn't make any sense and it doesn't feel good for you because it is all about you, you go elsewhere. But if you get into a situation where it's 3 months in advance or 6 months or anything else, you're stuck. But the most important thing, Kristen, is to find a place and get in there and get settled. Learn a foundation, learn the craft, learn a system of acting. Because you're bouncing around like you are, it's not going to do you any good. You're never going to learn anything. Find a coach that's good for you, supportive for you, someone that makes a lot of sense in what they're doing, that's constructive, and doesn't want more than 1 month, okay? Hopefully that helped you. Okay, we got Gavin in Pasadena. Hello, Gavin. How are you?
I've also audited a lot of the schools in LA, and all you hear is like the character this, the character that, break the script down, get in character, what does the script say? Yet, you know, every time I see all the best actors interviewed, whether it's Denzel Washington or Gene Hackman, all they're always talking about is paying attention to the other actor, that you get all your work from them, and that's, you know, where your body of work comes from. And I was just wondering what you thought about that.
You're talking about more of a process of reacting and not acting.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that the more you break down characters, you know, I hear a lot of actors talk about doing that, and if it works for them, that's fine. But what you really want to do is break down you. Get to who you are. The essence of you as a human being is what you have to find out. The more you use yourself, the more depth and definition you give the character. I mean, it really is that simple when you think about it, okay? Katie in Los Angeles. Oh, you're in Burbank, sorry.
In Burbank.
Yeah, go.
It kind of goes along with the last two callers and what you were talking about earlier, as well as your training that you're going to be talking about. I know, you know, there's so many people I know just like me that train every single week, but it would be so nice if the union, you know, like iron workers, they have to have a certain amount of training and prove that they've done it to join their union. It would be so nice for us to, those of us that work at this and struggle with it and try to find the best training and best schools we can, to get some credit for that, to say, okay, these people deserve to be here and deserve to be working because they have worked hard.
Well, who would we have? Would you have a czar that would be in charge of this? And who exactly would be the person in that union that would decide who's eligible and who's not? If you mean, you know, the schooling you had and how hard you studied, well, then you'd have a czar that would be able to say, well, I think this person studied harder than this person, and this other person happens to be my niece. Katie, John Wayne once said that life is tough, but it's a hell of a lot tougher if you're stupid. We got Carrie and Downey. You're up.
My question is, I was recently approached in a mall when I was with my friends by someone who said they could help get me into modeling and commercials. And I was, you know, thinking about doing it, but every time I tell somebody about it, they're like, oh, right, you know, that doesn't sound, you know.
Now let me ask you something. With all the actors that are out there submitting constantly, day in and day out, casting directors, agents, managers, you name it, right? Do you really think those people then on the weekends are going to go to the mall looking for talent? I don't think so. No chance of that. So wouldn't that make you suspicious right at the very onset? So whatever you do, don't talk to that. I never have anything to say to that person. You know, keep the faith. We'll see you on the set. And next week here on the Coaching Corner. Till then, RJ Adams, have a good one.